All right, so I'm given the problem something over 5 divided by 4 ninths equals 9/10. If I want to solve this problem, the first thing I need to consider is what am I looking for? I'm trying to figure out what's going to go in this box. Okay. That pen's not working, so let me get a different pen. Okay, so I'm considering what's going to go in this box. Let me get a better focus over here. Okay, so the first thing I want to think about for the first method to do this is fact families. So, for example, if I was doing the fact family for 12 divided by 3 equals 4, the other facts in my family are going to be 12 divided by 4 equals 3, 3 times 4 equals 12, and 4 times 3 equals 12. Notice that these two numbers here and these numbers here are the same. So the number that I've got my biggest piece that I'm dividing, or that is my product. So my product and my dividend are going to be the same number. When it's in fractions, you can't always guarantee which one's going to be the biggest or the smallest, but they're still going to be in the same place. So this is still my dividend, my divisor, and my quotient, just like this was my dividend, divisor, and quotient. So if I'm going to move this around and make my fact family, my first fact in that fact family is going to be something over 5 divided by 4 ninths equals 9/10, so just the problem. The next thing in my fact family could be something over 5 divided by, and I can switch these, 9/10 equals 4 ninths. And then I'm going to go the multiplication route, which is going to be 4 ninths times 9/10 equals something over 5. Just like how I did 4 times 3 equals 12, I'm taking that 12 that was in my division. My dividend becomes my product. So these were my dividend, so they become my product. So this one's going to have that same product. But I can switch these around. So I've got 9/10 times 4 ninths instead. Okay, so looking at this fact family, I feel like this problem that I was given might not be the easiest one to solve. I think I'd rather do something like this one. So I think I'm going to pick this problem out and say, let me try and solve this, because I think that looks like something I can solve, because I know how to multiply my fractions like this. So if I want to multiply these two fractions, 4 ninths, so I'm coming down here with this, 4 ninths times 9/10, I multiply across the top. So 4 times 9 is 36, and 9 times 10 gets me 90. Now this is saying that my 36 over 90 equals something over 5. Well, I know that I can find equivalent fractions if I reduce them the same. So I'm wondering, how do I get from 90 to 5? What division did I have to do there? And so when I think about it, I'm going to think, well, 90 is the same as 10 times 9, right? Well, half of 10 is 5. So I've got to double that to figure out my 9. So I've got 5 times 18. I could also have just counted up 5, 10, 15, 20, but that could have taken me a minute. So I did it this way. Whatever way works for you. So I figured out that they divided by 18 to get here, from 90 to 5. So I've got to do that same thing to the top to get from here to there. So I need to do 36 divided by 18. I'm just going to kind of do that right here really quick. I'm going to try some long division. I know I can go in once because 36 is bigger than 18. I'm going to try twice and see. 2 times 8 is 16. So if I do 2 times 1 is 2, and I have to add that 1 back from my 16. I get 36. So my answer is going to be 2. So I'm thinking this thing in the box is going to be 2. Because 36 divided by 18 got me 2. Just like 90 divided by 18 got me 5. I'm going to go back, though, and I'm going to check my work. So I'm thinking that the answer up here is actually going to be 2. So I'm going to change that question mark to a 2. Now, I could check my work using my KFC model. Okay? And no, we're not talking Kentucky Fried Chicken. We're talking keep, flip, change, right? Okay, so I'm going to check my work using this model, right? So I take my first thing, I keep my 2/5. I flip my 4/9. So it becomes 9/4. I flipped my numerator and my denominator. And I changed my signs. My division sign becomes multiplication. Now I get to multiply across the top. I got 2 times 9 gets me 18. And then on the bottom, 5 times 4 gets me 20. If I look at that, I know both of those I can divide by 2. So I'm going to divide by 2/2, which is the same thing as 1. If I do 18 and divide it by 2, I get 9. 20 divided by 2 is 10. And that does match up my answer. So I use my keep, flip, change, and I checked my work, and I know that 2 is a good answer. So that would be my final answer of 2.